Z coming live with my one and only.
Everybody, it's Wesley here.
To that new era and every era, baby. So thank you guys for checking us out. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Maisie, coming live with my boy.
안녕하세요, everybody. Wesley here. It's good to be back. That's right. Episode
And we
42.
are the ear
to that new era, baby. That's right.
That new era, baby. And I'd like to thank everybody who came out and support the last episode 41. You guys came and showed out after our long awaited episode. And, you know, we came with the 2 episodes last week. And you guys hopped off for 1 episode and then hopped on to the next episode. Man, I really appreciate everybody that did that last week. And if you spread us around and still continue to support, I appreciate you as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel before this video goes on. Share this video. Also like it up and thumbs it up all the way. And also follow us on Instagram at Interminds Podcast. We do post on there as well before we about to post a video, give you guys updates, anything like that. But as always, last week was a good episode. This week is episode 42. So 42. So 42, you know what that means? It's going to be about your favorite athletes. 42. Who's your favorite athlete number that wore the number 42? What about you, Quest?
Man, I don't know, because when I think of being an athlete,
42,
being a professional athlete, and since we're going on the theme of 42, I think of one brother when it came on the field of toughness, determination, fighting through pain, and bringing a lot of pain to people, you know, that he hit. Big up to my homie, you know what I'm saying, Wes, you know what I'm saying? He's a 49ers fan. I'm sorry to you Cowboys fan after just recently losing to the Niners. But yeah, how about your Cowboys? Number 42, I'm going to say Ronnie Lott.
Okay.
Ronnie Lott represented everything with them Niners back in the 80s of toughness, determination, never stop, always driving, always going. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always, you know, people nowadays, we all about the offense when it comes to football. I was infatuated with defensive players, the pain they brought, how they shut offenses down and determine push their will, you know.
Shout out to Cincinnati.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're going to go with number 42. First thought of my mind is Ronnie Lott, you know what I'm saying?
Ronnie Lott.
That's right.
Old school legend, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie Lott. That's a good one, too. When it comes to me, though, you know, at the same time, when it comes to me, I like the old school, old school, which probably when my great-grandfather was probably, like, in his teens watching his brother play, you know what I'm saying? Before my time. This is before my dad's time. Matter of fact, now my dad was born before BC. So he's like a couple thousand years ago. But anyway, it's before, you know, long time ago. Go with the great Jackie Robinson from the Brooklyn Dodgers.
The greatest 42
before
of all
they
time.
were
That's
LA
right.
Dodgers. He had a 311 batting rating, over 160 something home runs. Did his thing, you know. That's my favorite 42 number. And now you guys watching in the live feed, we give you guys this one question. Anything, we only got 42 episodes, right? So any episode between 1 to 42, any favorite jersey numbers you do like in the live feed, please comment as we speak. But we're going to continue talking, but just
it's weird because
just show your numbers.
I mean, the fact that you brought up Jackie, I mean, imagine if you were in his shoes back in that day, where you get on that field and you're warming up, and the crowd, and hearing all these people yelling all this shit at you. hating on you because of the color of your skin. Like, you're not worthy to play this game. You're not worthy to play the American pastime of this sport we call baseball, which is right now not even as popular as NFL football or NBA basketball. When we say the greatest athletes play football and basketball, it's for a reason. But, again, imagine you're just trying to play the game you love and do it professionally and get paid to take care of your family. And everything that brother went through just to play a fucking game.
A lot.
That's a lot.
He was doing it before MLK, you know what I'm saying?
And think about this, like, even after the game, when you out in public, people still gonna run their mouth, talk shit. And you know physically you could probably bust their ass.
Back then there was no such thing as sensitivity.
Yeah. But ain't no one person coming at you. I guarantee ain't no one man that hated Jackie Robinson walked up to that brother out of nowhere by himself and start popping that shit. Because if Jackie could swing a bat at 80 miles an hour and hit a ball out the freaking park, imagine what he'll do to your head, bro, with his fists.
Still a goat.
Physically.
Still
but
a
you
goat.
didn't. You only waited when you was with your groups, with your boys, and start popping that shit at that brother. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, that's another story. Shit that weren't, in the movies. But I give him respect because he always held himself gracefully through everything and represented the sport. He represented his people.
It's baseball, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And the game will always remember that because it changed everything.
Keeps going. Every day it keeps going.
That's right.
Like, if, back then it was more like people will look at you and really be open to physical and hateful words, Nowadays, it's like...
it was just words.
Yeah, it's just words. Nowadays,
they don't break me down with words.
You can't really say nothing nowadays, like... You say something nowadays, it's like you about to offend somebody. Like, imagine if you can say anything from back then and bring it in today's, you know what I'm saying? It would have been crazy. People would trip. There would be no type of movement or nothing like that. It would have been wow.
Since we talking sports, look at, because it's recent, NBC Sports, they have employed, of course, for years, Tony Dungy. We all know who Tony Dungy is. Former great Super Bowl winning coach of the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning. All his players, and they say, oh, he's a good man, he's a religious man, and yada, 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 and all that. Well, he's also, number one, not really good at his job on NBC. Let's not act like he can't be replaced just because he's a brother. Real talk, and just because he won a Super Bowl. No, I'm going to speak the truth. But there was some things going on with some stuff on Twitter about kids on what they identify as. Him being ignorant, believed a story that he read from somewhere that kids actually are identifying themselves as cats. Now, it all started because someone mentioned,
animal cats?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it started on some real shit where somebody was saying that, look, you could provide menstrual products for other kids, regardless of what they identify physically, biologically. Okay. He thought it would be smart to say, well, then let's put litter boxes in school bathrooms because kids identify themselves as cats. He believed that.
Just that poetic justice.
Just hearing me say that, all of y'all know how stupid that sounds.
It's dumb, but it's just.
And then he also said some stuff about your boy, the Buffalo Bill guy that got injured.
Who's that?
That was insensitive. Hamlin.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I ain't hear that one.
But at this point, I'm not trying to say that someone deserves to lose their job, but let's be honest. It could be anybody. Whatever race you are, if it was a white dude or anybody else, come on, let's be real. Tony Dungy, you're old. You're not really irrelevant right now because you're so insensitive to the modern age when you posted that tweet. And if you was trying to be funny, then you should have worded it funny. But no, you posted it based on your religious beliefs as an old brother on what you think, you know what I'm saying, And number two, you're not even really good at your job. We don't watch NBC Sunday Night Football because Tony Dungy is doing a halftime commentating. Come on. And we all know it. He's not really good at his fucking job, and that's the truth. And you can replace that dude next season with anybody else, and the show will still go on.
See now.
Sorry, it's the truth.
See
and
now,
I'm speaking my inner minds.
That took a mean left.
Yeah, it did, but no, it needed to be spoken on.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that.
Because this is a big issue when we're talking about like a lot of older people.
That was like recent when he said it?
This is last week.
Last week.
A lot of older people, they look at younger people and they see the way things are going and how people are identifying themselves and all whatever. But they're making their judgments based on what they feel. What it's not even about you. It's about these kids. It's about them coming up in this world and feeling comfortable with whatever they identify with and being comfortable and being treated like human beings and not typecast in a way. It's about them. It's not about you or if I got to go, it ain't about you. It ain't about your King James Bible. It ain't about none of that. It's about the future.
Bone.
Okay? And I will drop the mic on that, Tony Dungy.
Got a bone to pick.
Fucked up, bro.
Bone to pick with you.
You
heard it from Quest.
Dumbass old motherfucker.
You heard it from Quest himself. Mind you, YouTube, we have.
Granted, you won a Super Bowl.
We have the right of speech.
Because you had Peyton Manning as your quarterback. That's why you won the Super Bowl. Any football guy want to break it down to me? Yeah, send your comments. Any Colts fans out there? Did y'all really win a Super Bowl because Tony Dungy was your coach?
Oh, Peyton Manning, bro.
Y'all won it because it was Peyton Manning.
Go Peyton Manning, man.
Let's be honest for once.
But, that was
that old nigga.
Hey, that was real inner mindful. It came from the inner mind.
And I'm only coming that way because because he thinks he's on a platform that he could be that insensitive, talking about something that he doesn't even know nothing about. So he deserves the backlash that everyone's bringing him all over Twitter, clowning him. Because he's making comments about something he's not educated about. And if you're not educated about a subject, then don't speak on it. Let that be a rule for anybody out there in the world. Young, old,
insensitive,
red, blue, whatever your political affiliation, whatever your relationship, religion, don't speak on something you don't know nothing about. Be educated first about it, then you have a better ground to stand on. Because if you educate yourself on a subject, then you might come with a little bit more decency about what you're talking about.
Or for those people that's insensitive. But at the same time, that was a good controversial argument when it comes to people that can't really hold what they're saying, and they will promote these things just because they're under contract, or they're just speaking blindly because they don't know about nothing at the same time. And it's like, what I thought, I know this off an NFL subject, but when that Tory Lanez situation first went down.
Oh yeah, that's what we started.
Episode 1. We talking about Tory Lanez, episode 1. So it's episode 42. So it came a long way. So when that Tory Lanez situation went down, I was all for Tory. I was, and I'm still kind of all for Tory, but they never televised the whole jury, or they never did anything to where people can put their own input on it as well. But Tory does have a confession, so that's where it was that's where it blew me over. And it was I love Tory's music. I love who what he brought to the culture of hip hop, and during his time. But it's he's about to be sentenced this Friday,
because one has nothing to do with the other. His music ain't got nothing to do.
Oh no, not with his actions. Oh no.
With his actions.
No.
Bro, control your emotions. Yeah. You reacted.
He was I was drunk.
In episode 1, we was joking about it. Not even the real talk, and y'all can go back. We weren't even taking Megan seriously. We thought it was bullshit and yada yada, misunderstanding, and then maybe she stepped on glass and all this and that. And now we're realizing that the truth of it, and that's in a way our fault for not taking her word. But who takes anyone's word when something comes out? We backed him up based on what? Because it was an artist we respected. Yeah, it was based on his music, and that's where we were wrong. And we admit to the world we were wrong because again, artists' art doesn't supersede their actions in a situation like this, right or wrong, or what they did.
Yeah, but like,
saying face value, your art is worthless in court.
Well, he went
based on what he did.
What I figured, what he went wrong
so
was
he's gonna get what he deserves.
He
fucked up,
never
bro.
had an attempt to kill, but he was still drunk and he still admitted that, hey, you know, we were all out of hand and it was in the car.
Did he pull a trigger?
And it was like that, and you know, the jury found him guilty.
Did he pull out a weapon?
So I guess he pulled it out.
Pulled the trigger.
But DNA did show it was no gun residue on him. But I don't know. But you know, he did. You know, they did get that phone recording of him, like, you know, apologizing that he was drunk and everything like that. Even if his DNA wasn't found on the magazine or anything like that.
We're not gonna leave it to that though.
But
he's literally clearly apologizing because he know he did something. He fucked up.
Yeah, so I figured like, I'm like, man, I hope this guy gets like at least like
hopefully, you know,
like 3 years max, man.
Well, I mean, we're gonna leave that to the law.
Yeah,
the law decides that, because whether you're a celebrity or not, the law is the law, especially when it comes to gun violence. We've seen too many times. We talked about it this year. We see all the time in the news of people losing their lives through gun violence. So, even though Megan survived and it wasn't major, her life wasn't really threatened, but it still doesn't sway the fact of people's reaction and their emotion in a split second, pull out a gun and pull a trigger. That's the bigger story. And the fact that he had that hanging out with his friends.
They always thought that
why even bring it with you? Because they need your protection?
No. They always thought it was her friend that was jealous of her, the Kelsey chick. They thought that she was the one that pulled the trigger. And then, like, people keep saying that Rock Nation's trying to cover up something just because Megan's under that. But, you know, what I do believe is, like, you know what? Everybody hung out at Kylie Jenner's
the point
party.
Is, a life could have been lost.
Yeah, at Kylie Jenner's party, they all got lit, and then wrong things happened that night, and then now you got to live with the consequences. That's all this story is.
He's going to live with the consequences.
That's all it is. And he has to live with it.
Not everybody got to carry a weapon.
Yeah, especially in LA.
Especially if you're just trying to have fun with your friends.
Yeah,
like, why even, you know, like, come on, let's be real.
It was nobody like gangsta in that party, man. That was a Kylie Jenner party, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You at Kylie Jenner's house? Or
it was like a house party, man. It's like nothing too crazy. She don't need no gun.
She got more money than both of them, her family value. You don't think she got security and bodyguards? You don't think she got, like, seriously, come on. You're at Kylie Jenner's house.
Yeah.
And you feel the need to bring a weapon with you?
But my thing is, I just don't like the fact that, like, okay, you know, Meg The Stallion has, you know, she has lied in her past, I guess. But, you know, when it came to the jury, that it wasn't really a lie. You know what I'm saying? It was just this how it happened. But, you know, she and herself only know what really went down that night. Herself, Tory Lanez, the best friend, any bodyguard that was involved that night, all of them already know what really went down and who pulled the trigger and stuff like that. But there was enough evidence to actually turn it to Tory Lanez as well. And, you know, his dad was really upset and, you know, feeling from his father. I mean, I can understand that why you're upset. But, yeah, but, you know, at the same time, you got to live by your actions and you have to live by the rule. And, you know, great music, Tory, but, you know, when you do wrong things, man, wrong things are going to happen to you, man. You know, we send prayers to both sides, you know.
And look, Megan had a better lawyer. She-Hulk, bro.
Yo, you know,
no pun intended, but, I mean, come on, it's She-Hulk.
You know, he rehired somebody else.
Jury, you know what I'm saying?
He rehired another lawyer for the appeal, like, that defended Boosie and all these people in the past.
He should have hired Daredevil.
Right?
He should have hired a Daredevil because, you know what I'm saying, Megan had She-Hulk, so come on, bro.
He invented it, Marvel.
My Marvel people, where y'all at?
Oh, man.
No, all jokes aside, but yeah.
No, but it's like I hope, like, you know, when they do a sentencing and then, like, he get this appeal, like, you know, just serve the correct amount of time, you know, don't really overdo it. Max. You know what I mean?
Like you said, odds are realistically, because the way the world is now, even though it involved a gun, he'll be out in probably a year and a half. And back.
I'll say like 3, probably about 3 max.
He'll be back, man.
Max about 3.
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah, I heard it first in the Mind's podcast.
This is what we talking about, taking away the seriousness of gun violence.
Yeah.
But real talk, because it's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Yeah.
It's more different.
He'll be back.
But at the same time, like, gun violence should never be the word.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gun violence should never be the key when people have
There'll never be a precedent for a lesson to be learned.
Especially them, because I don't even think that they were like somebody you can beef with. Like, you talking to a woman and a man, and y'all sitting there arguing in the car, and the next thing you know, bang! It's like,
I don't think they ever involved. I mean, I can only think of like a scene in the movie Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and old girl. You know, saying, "Oh, you want to shoot me in my pinky toe?" And guess what? He did. He shot her in the fucking toe.
Dang.
For all that, remember that movie, Harlem Nights, Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest movies. But she dared that motherfucker, like, "Oh, you ain't gonna shoot me. Shoot me in my..." And guess what? He blasted that toe right off her foot.
Man. See, that's back then when the insensitive was around. The non-insensitives.
Yeah,
this is 2023, man. Now you can't even be a comedian anymore. You gotta watch what you say on that stage, bro.
Have fun with it too. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's some people expect, and goes me back. Maybe Tony Dungy was actually just trying to be funny. Maybe he became a comedian, but no.
Oh yeah. He could have credited that.
He was being insensitive, talking about something he has no knowledge about and no information about. That's all that was. He wasn't trying to be funny.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, well, maybe he low key is a funny dude.
He probably has an Outer Minds podcast.
Maybe he is a funny peanut head looking
that we don't know
dude.
about.
Yeah, maybe he is funny low key. Then hey, my bad, Tony Dungy. Maybe you is a funny dude and you just being funny, having fun.
Yeah, well,
it might cost you your job now.
Yeah, whatever happens to him, man, it's just him and his mind. G-Man, stop texting my phone, bro. Dang. He's making my text messages go off.
Like, yo, bro.
Yeah, I did. You texted twice. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, before we interrupt, if you hear some damn... I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, so my text messages is Resident Evil coming out, okay? But,
one bite turn people to skeletons.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, he went far trying to do something funny, but it's not funny. But our prayer goes out to, Meg The Stallion in her camp and Tory Lanez in his camp. And, anybody that's been affected in that situation that it was close to, it goes out to them because, nobody wants to see nobody going through the wrongs, but sometimes in the wrongs, you don't have to go through the wrongs, and that's what you got to deal with.
If I was one, I would say, yeah, but I ain't praying for none of y'all. Like, yo, y'all gonna go through it.
That's my inner peace, man. That's my inner peace. That's always been me. Everybody knows.
What are we praying for?
Intimate, praying like, yo, hope everybody go through a peaceful
I'm sorry, I don't
situation.
Mean to, like,
you know what I'm saying?
What am I praying for? Like, yo,
when you say somebody gets prayers out to
they
somebody,
got some stuff they got to handle and they're going to get through it.
Yeah, just pray that they get through it. That's all it is. Get through it.
I'm praying for your boy, you know what I'm saying? The Buffalo Bills secondary player. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like,
man,
their life ain't on the line.
I'm above
the
rim.
They income ain't on the line. You know what
I'm
saying?
above the rim, so I'm in the higher power, higher knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I believe in peace.
He got the heart.
Yeah, I believe in peace.
I'm a realist.
I believe in everything like that. But even though I'm a fighter, but I believe in peace. I do believe in peace.
Yeah,
I love peace, and when you bring peace within your heart, man, everything around you just changes, and you be like, oh well, it's okay. One other thing I noticed in 2023 though, 2022 going into 2023,
you talk about peace. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy Lunar New Year. You know what I'm saying? Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit. And my heart and prayers goes out to those that suffered from the gun attack yesterday on New Year's, you know what I'm saying? So
yesterday wasn't New Year's.
To your families. Chinese New Year.
Oh, I thought you said New Year's. So like what?
There is more New Year than what we know. You know what I'm saying? We're talking a civilization that's been around thousands of years longer than ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the Western Hemisphere. Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying?
Happy New Year's, Lunar New Year's, everybody.
And hearts go out to those that lost their lives when that fool pulled out the gun at the dance studio, you know what I'm saying, yesterday.
Yeah. Praise out to you guys. Well, I got to do more research on that. I didn't think I really hear about that one. but you know, he's political. I'm more
It's
basis.
not political, people. It's not. It's just
Oh,
real events. Every year, I'm an Asian American.
It's
you know
more
what I'm saying? I'm proud of
attentive.
it, and every year we celebrate this, and you know what I'm saying. And that's what it is. Whether Korean or Chinese, we have our own customs, but we still celebrate it all together for the world, and we've been doing it for thousands of years. Respect,
My bad.
paying homage to our ancestors and making our ancestors proud of celebrating food and drinks and everything, because we don't want our ancestors to look back and feel embarrassed like, oh, this lame dude came and threw me a party. He's supposed to be celebrating me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Friends and family also. Hey, but for you, that dude that did that, yo, you wrong, and you know you wrong, and hey, you know,
Did they kill him or he rotting in jail?
hopefully they got his ass and he's somewhere.
Oh, they haven't caught him yet?
Feeding the worms somewhere.
They haven't caught him yet?
They got. He didn't get away. Yeah. Actually,
They haven't caught him yet?
Yeah, no, they got him.
Oh, they got him. Oh, okay.
They got his ass. Yeah.
I gotta look on that too. 'Cause I ain't really hear about that one.
Yeah, but you know, come on, New Year's celebration, bro. Like, come on.
Goes.
Now, who's gonna celebrate you in the future? You know what I'm saying?
Man, ain't nobody gonna celebrate him but them
Like, come
prison
on.
mates.
It takes away from the whole concept of the celebration.
Just them prison mates gonna celebrate
you know
him.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, if he got long hair,
I have no idea what he looked like. All I know is, you know, I know there's some backlash
He
when
gonna
like
do real
Korean
good when he
celebrities are saying Happy New Year, Lunar New Year, and some Chinese people are taking offense to it, like it's Chinese New Year and all. Like at the end of the day, we're all celebrating everything as far as heritage and culture. Let's not get technical with
the
it.
culture
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Koreans, we celebrate the
Do it.
Lunar New Year.
for the culture.
China, y'all celebrate, you know what I'm saying, the Chinese New Year. At the end of the day, let's not bicker amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Because to the rest of the world, when they look at us, they only see one thing. They think we all look the same anyway. So let's celebrate it all together and rise up and tell them that the waking dragon, the sleeping dragons woke up. And we the future, you know what I'm saying?
The Star Dragon.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Where my Asians at? Stand up.
I just say it's man. We give prayers out to everybody that's been affected by that and anything that's going on in this world. But as always, you know, our faces only can last for only about 30 minutes. And our voices only last about 30 minutes as well. Both of us. You get two of us for one night every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And hope this conversation, this topic, this episode right here give you guys nothing but love, joy, and confusion. Whatever you want to call it.
You get it all. That's right.
But at the same time, we love doing what we're doing here. When we come to the table, we talk about anything and everything. We also give insights of like anybody asks us to do anything, we'll look into it and do it as well. But also, in the next couple of weeks, you know, I see you guys answering, sending your questions on Instagram. We're definitely gonna do the Q&A soon because I know it's been a while from that. I know a couple of people want to do some relationship ones. Yeah. We're gonna have a couple of those coming. And, you know, the inner minds, mental things, and we also want to cover anything else that's been going on in the world as well. But my name is Maisie, man. I enjoyed you guys coming out today. It was a beautiful thing, beautiful Wednesday, and you guys show nothing but love to us. You guys encourage us always to keep going and you know, put out more content. You know, we see you every Wednesday. Even we was gone for about almost a month or a little bit, or close to a month, and you guys still showed up, man, to the live feed. You know, our day ones, you know, anybody that was on that live feed and I responded to, you guys showed up and did your thing, and I appreciate it at the bottom of my heart. And round of applause to you guys for showing out. Thank you. And you know, we always appreciate it. Me and Quest always as well. But my name is Maisie. You know how we do when we come on Wednesdays every day, every week. Unless something comes up and you see that community post, we coming. My name is Maisie, coming live with my boy.
Hey everybody, 안녕하세요. Gino and Quest here. Comes down out to all of you. She to everybody out in the world. Happy New Year again. We love your support. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
And we are the heir
to that new era and all eras.
To that new era and all eras, man. Shout out to my cameraman G-Man for holding it down, supporting us too as well, showing us love with the feedback and everything like that. And shout out to all you guys too that came out tonight in this episode. Much love to you guys. We see you guys on episode 4-3. You know what 4-3 means? We about to do something more extravagant. You put 4 plus 3, it's gonna equal 7. So that's our lucky episode, baby. Use your numerology, baby. Next episode is gonna be something bigger that you ever knew.
3.5 right there. That's 3.5 plus 3.5. That's 7 right there.
Yeah, 4 plus 3 is 7, baby. 7 sevens.
Let's go. It's all mathematics out here. It's all formula.
Simple mathematics.
The whole world.
Shout out to Mos
You got
Def.
to love it.
Hey, thank you guys for coming out, showing us love. Much love to all you guys. Thank you. See you guys next Wednesday.
Anya, good night.